Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And last time we arrived here at the Queen Fury and got control of Shauna. We also picked up one of the two Stardusts that are available here. And the second one... Oh, the pipe. I think it's the pipe. Is it here? Yes, there we go. There's the second one. Now, our plan here is to go around and talk to people. Now, there are a bunch of people we can talk to. Most of them don't say anything particularly interesting. I'm referring to... everyone's so nice to Shauna. But yeah, there's an individual scene with each one. And yeah, you saw what happened with Congo last time. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, we don't get a lot. That's probably one of the more interesting ones. Though, depending on who you have and who you're supposed to talk to, the game can freeze up. Now, I would recommend, like, this is unavoidable on this emulator. This is why this emulator does not work for this game according to their compatibility list on the website. So, your best bet is to avoid using the emulator for this part. Make a hard save file on a memory card, load up EPSXE or some other PlayStation emulator. Those, the only two I know are this one and that one. So, and run through this entire part with that. Once you get past the part where it's going to freeze up on you, make another hard save file, load up the other emulator, and go with that. And I'll go into that in a little more detail later, but mainly, you know, the particular one that really screws everything up is Meru. When you go to talk to Meru, it almost always freezes. And here we have a little game. It's a mini game that sucks. It's a vegetable cutting contest. Now, I haven't played Papa Rappa or whatever that stupid game is. I don't know if it's stupid or not. I really don't. It sounds really dumb. But anyway. It's not just spamming the button. You want to wait until he gets his fingers out of there. Hit the amount of times you need to. And basically that's all there is to this. Once it starts you know, flashing, then it's already beaten. You can stop pressing the button. And he's not particularly good. He takes forever. So do I, apparently. Yeah, it's not a lot of fun. It's kind of dull. And the prizes suck even worse. And as you can see, there's a timer in the middle. You just need to mash the X button. And look at that, I won. Whoop-dee. You want to know what you get for this incredibly fun minigame? Let's find out. Miss Shauna won. A record. Yeah, you can get a record, blah, blah, blah. There's no point. Do not play. It's nothing. 1 gold. Game? Fuck you! I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, it's just like going into a dungeon late in the game. It's like, oh, here's a treasure chest. Let's go get this treasure chest. 1 gold. No. Bad game. This is where Meru is. Leave her alone. When you talk to her with most characters, I don't have all of them written down, but pretty much anyone who talks to her, except for I believe one character, and I can't remember who it is, will cause the game to hang and it'll be frozen. You won't be able to do anything. Anyway, we're going to the place I cannot pronounce, because that's where the Wingley is going. Very difficult to find her. Well, yeah. There's not much you can do around here. There is one little sequence. I don't think it's a sequence, but you can go down here and talk to some people. I think that's pretty much all there is. No, okay, there was a sequence. I was right. Okay, good. I'm not sure. I think they're, like, whoever the first character that walks down here gets a little sequence. Oops, I went through that too fast. I don't know what she said. It's not all that important. And yeah, everyone likes to hit on Shauna. Yeah, these guys are kind of creepy. And that guy is fascinated with machines more than people. Reminds me of somebody. I'm not sure who anymore. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all we can do down there. I don't think we ever have to go back, so... Meh, it is what it is. So let's head back down, and we can go talk to Dart. Let's go find him anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to be talking to every character with every other character because it just takes too long. You know, I made an exception, talk to Albert because he's actually kind of interesting, but most of the other ones and like most of the other people who talk to him are not particularly interesting. I think I talked to Shauna with all of them just because that way I can show you where all the other characters are. So yeah, pretty much everyone except for the person who's supposed to talk to Hashel has basically the same line there, so there's almost no point. Anyway, once we get up here, we find Dart. Rose is up that ladder, I'll just tell you. Well, let's talk to you. Of course. Let's talk to you. This will actually allow us to progress. I'm assuming Dart's probably too dense to be thinking about romance right now. Hello? Oh? Hey. Eventually the journey will end, of course. Wonder where we'll be. You can't get much more obvious than that. And she runs away. And Dart is confused. Huh. Maybe Rose will know about it. Yeah, so I'm not going to go talk to everybody with everybody. Basically, I'm just going to progress at a relatively quick rate. There is one sequence that's pretty funny. I'll show that off. A few different options there. That one's a lot of fun. But that one won't happen yet, and probably won't happen in this episode, because I have a bunch of other junk to do. I'll go talk to that guy down there, maybe, later. Whatever. Let's go talk to Rose. Know anything about the black monster there, Rose? Well, why would Rose know? Nothing to tell you, huh? Yeah, what are you going to do with them? And the thing is, that actually makes sense. You know, he learned this from what happened with Lavitz, and it kind of changes his character, and it does lead into a character that's not so kind of dead set on revenge and has, you know, doesn't have anything else, doesn't have any other flavors. It's just go, 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 gotta do this now, gotta get revenge, revenge, nothing else on the mind. It actually leads Dart to become a more interesting character. and he doesn't even know what is going to happen when he faces the black monster. I want to know what he is. What? Power of Dragoons? I disagree with that line. War is definitely in human nature. They enter insanity. Though this is an interesting concept. Actually, this concept is addressed in a game that's quite similar to this, some of the Shadow Hearts games. Huh. It's the first time I've ever thought of that. That's actually a really cool parallel. Huh. And so, Dragoon spirits amplify insanity, which is the reason why people go to war. Huh. Size of your spirit. I don't know what she's referencing there. Huh. Though I can guess. So yeah, the black monster's kind of being put on hiatus for now. And we're really chasing Lloyd and now Lennis too. And Dart heads away. Now we get to control Rose. Eventually, once Dart gets all the way down the ladder. Rose? Yours is not a journey. Take a walk for a change. And fast forward. Let's go talk to this guy. Why not? A flying woman? It's kind of strange. Well, I guess it kind of references Lennis, but it still sounds strange. Alright, now, they haven't mentioned who Rose is supposed to talk to. Don't get stuck, game. Fine, we'll talk to you. I don't think this one does anything. I think this is almost a no prize. Well suited to be a man of the sea. Oh? Then? Rose is funny. I definitely enjoy Rose's attitude. It works quite well considering, well, there's the next person we're supposed to talk to, but considering the other characters in this game that are a lot kind of funnier. You know, Rose and Kongal are the quiet, reserved types, and Haschel and Meru are kind of the outgoing types that have a lot to say and are really hyper. And Dart really fit better with Lavitz than he does with Albert, but both of them have their own values when it comes to leadership. Dart, of course, being the leader of the party, and Albert being a king. Now, because Haschel has two aspects, really, to himself, do you want to talk about your love? This is the stupid aspect. But the thing is, at the same time, you know, Haschel can be really, really good with the comedy, but at the same time, you know, he's the older character. He's the sage-like character. He's not pervy sage, but he kind of is, but he's not the pervy sage from Naruto. But what he is he's a lot of fun because he's the comedy character, but because of his age, and, you know, you see a few instances where he's just, you know, kind of this father figure to pretty much everyone in the party. And if you can see now, he's asking a logical question from Rose. And I think if Rose was to answer to anyone, you know, answer a question like that to anyone, it would be to Haschel. It's See what I mean about Haschel being a little deeper than, you know, his comedy exterior would lead you to believe? Yeah, see, even now, you know, he realizes he made a mistake and he treats it in a logical manner. Haschel is probably my second favorite character. He's not my favorite, you know, not as far as character goes. As far as battle goes, that's something different. I'm not a big fan of Haschel's battle parts, or his, you know, how he acts in battle. Normally it would be one of my favorites, but I just hate his additions. Pretty much all it comes down to. Anyway, well, this is remembering 25 years in the past to teaching his daughter martial arts. Well, that's a little over the top. He's all strict, all business. Huh? And we don't get to see the rest of that scene until later. Oh, maybe we do. I couldn't remember if we saw this now or not. I thought it was, but... Whoa, nice shot. Implanted a murderous intention? That's interesting. Whoa. She's dead. Well, that's, quite dark. You see what I mean about this game? You know, this game has its faults, every game does. One of the things I love about this game is the way they balance the comedy, the serious, and the dark. And it does it better than a lot of other games. There are some other games that do that quite well. Shadow Hearts does a reasonably good job at it. Xenosaga does a reasonably good job at it. But I really like the way that this game does it. Now you can kind of understand Haschel's desire and why he's been searching for his daughter for over 20 years. And, you know, again, that leads into what I was talking about with Haschel before. He's an intelligent person. He realizes his faults and he acknowledges them and he tries to work past them. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, and of course, you know, being too serious, now he's gonna go tease Kongal. So yeah, let's go down, head over this way. Going to try and squeeze some more information out of this episode because I do want to go into the, come on, the other bits here. There are definitely a lot of things to do while we're here. Well, let's talk to this guy now. If you remember earlier, he was not so rude to Shauna when he brushed dirt on her feet. I like that. They actually treat characters differently depending on who you have. That's a lot different than you know, well, normally you don't get to change your lead character all that often anyway. But, you know, it's an interesting idea. Come on, talk to him. What are you doing? Yeah, I guess that was his objective, wasn't it? Oh. Well, that makes sense. Now, I didn't talk to these guys. So let's talk to them now. Kongal runs kind of weird. Yeah, so these guys are just keeping stuff. If Congo gave you a hand, I think we'd be there already. So anyway, make sure you get the Stardust down by the lantern, by where Congo was standing earlier. Let's talk to Shauna. I don't think they have any interesting dialogue, but yeah. Not particularly interesting. Anyway, I will, you know what? Screw it. I'll do the next bit in the next episode. So yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.